How we doing today, world? So, we'll see what happens. I was just advised that I was ill-advised by posting earlier. So, to any of the authorities and or parents out there, just know that everything's been taken down for now until everything blows over. It was not my intention to quote-unquote violate policy. The reason that I started the real Vsauce channel was to educate. I mean, after all, I am an educator. I figured, what better way to jumpstart or catalyze my career as an educator than to get some people involved. Also, please do note that this is an effective tool for impacting the education sector. In other words, you're going to use it to bridge the gap between us, the authoritative educators who are not truly viewed in favor of the students' eyes, and communicate with the students. It doesn't take a genius or a rocket scientist to understand that communication is about as effective as it possibly can be. Okay? Videos. Everything's video nowadays. Video this, video that. You post up a video about y equals mx plus b, I can guarantee you that you'll have more people involved in that than you will by standard classroom teachings. You know, if science and technology can come a long, long ways, then why can't we bring it along with education? I'll tell you what, when I was in grammar school years and years and years ago, I was more resistant to education than I was to go with the flow. So kids, do your work and get it done. You have to be there. It is what it is. There are certain things that you're absolutely going to need for the rest of your life. Math, English reading and writing being one. And in today's world, it probably would be useful to learn at least another language or even two. Now, depending on what you plan on doing for the rest of your life, and of course nobody knows what they're planning on doing the rest of their lives when they're, 10, 12, 13, 18, 20, who knows? Who knows? I have always known that I like working with people, and my purpose was to touch people's lives, change them for the better, make an impact, make this world a better place. And what better way to teach people than to reach the entire world? I mean, how many billions and trillions of people, or whatever the statistic is, I'd have to look it up. Somebody can put it in the comments down below. How many people are there out there in this world? Do you know how many lives you can touch through this thing called the internet? Okay? So, if boundaries were crossed for whatever purpose, I do have to apologize for that. The thing is, though, you can be professional. You can harbor learning and still enjoy what you're doing. They don't have to be mutually exclusive. I mean, how many videos have you seen out there with these educators that are they're changing the game up, and like they're honored for like Nobel Peace Prizes or whatever, the teacher of the world, the best teacher of the world, the teacher of the year award. Why? Because they make that connection. I mean, everybody's seen the teacher, I think he's got dreadlocks down in New York City with the handshakes. Why can't we do a Vsauce video? So hopefully this all blows over. We'll see what happens. But until further notice, as a matter of the due diligence that I didn't take prior to posting the original videos that are now down. Again, apologies. I've started a GoFundMe site because there is an uncertain future. And we need to get this message out here to the rest of the world. Okay? So as I'm driving here, I tell everybody my story. 3 college degrees. Now that I've left one job, I'm getting beeped at too. There's traffic ahead of me. Can you believe that? I need to close this gap here 50 feet because this guy behind me is in a hurry to move 50 feet up so we can stop. Gotta love New York drivers in the upstate area. We probably have some of the worst drivers in the country here. Oh look, there's a yield sign. I should stop for that. There's an education. That upside down triangle, equilateral triangle. It's a a regular equilateral triangle, I believe is the term. With the white and the yellow that says yield. That doesn't mean you stop. If there's no oncoming traffic, kids, you have the right of way. Go for it. Sideways at $1.65. I'm just kidding. Do the speed limit. Safety first. But the point is, we are living in an intolerant society. Now, I do understand that, things have to be done the right way. We have to go through the right channels, paperwork, etc. But honestly, I need help here, people. I need help. So, somebody's idea was to do a giveaway for the first 100 subscribers. We'll do that. We'll do that. Let's do a better giveaway, and let's give away $10,000 to somebody out of the first 50,000 subscribers. Once we hit 50,000, and again, by all means, let's get that fund going. GoFundMe. So there's going to be a link in here below once I put it up. Maybe I'll just post this for now and then repost it with the GoFundMe link. We're going to start that up. Alright, this is long overdue. The fact of the matter is you need money to get resources, so let's get some funding here. Let's change the conversation. Again, while I do understand that I was wrong, it wasn't my intent to have certain content in there. Nobody's perfect. I thought I was doing my best to prevent that from happening. I was wrong. I didn't even question it. I did realize that there's a certain risk vector from doing it the way I did it. So I just took their word for it. I didn't even go back and look. Alright, so again, that was wrong. And I guess I needed some sort of consent first. That was wrong. But as far as getting through to the people, to the youths, and getting the message across that there are things you do and things you don't do. The world's a different place than it was. How long ago did we start education? This thing that we basically tell everybody you have to sit in line and do it this way, do it this way, do it this way. It's been hundreds of years and it hasn't significantly changed over that time with the improvements of technology and devices such as YouTube to deliver the message. Alright? So, I guess in other words, I'm out here on my own. We all were given free will. God gave us free will. That's the way the story goes. I was raised, Christian, Catholic. Went to Vsauce Institute, a Catholic military school. So, I have my beliefs. I'm not going to push mine on you. But we're given free will. We're given free will. Click that like link below. Subscribe. Share it. Let's get this thing going. The more funding we have, the better videos we can put out, the more educational stuff we can put out. I do need funding. Are there any grant writers out there that want to help me get a grant, an education grant up here to really move this puppy along and build up steam? Let's do it. Reach out to me. The fact of the matter is, let's do this. I am the real Vsauce. Vsauce, you're doing a good job out there, buddy. Keep it real. Keep those videos coming, my man. So again, if there's anything else you would like to add here, you could always reach out to me on social, send me a video. I don't know how that works, if reposts constitute crossing a line. Maybe I'll have to look into that and ask some more questions. But we'll see what happens. The bottom line is, the story is to be continued. So let's get some help out here, people.